Yo, Kane fans, man, what's good, man? It's your boy Wise. I'm back. I'm about to do this Miami versus UVA preview. Um, Before I get started, I just want to make sure I shout out all about the U83. Shout out Birdman. Shout out Rick Era. Shout out Rican Swag. Shout out Alonzo1219, the U family. Shout out Mark Rogers TV, Peter Reed's Kane's Insight. If I missed anybody, I apologize, man. Then checked out everybody's videos, since the Notre Dame game and everything. I appreciate all of the new subscribers to the channel, man. I appreciate you guys leaving the comments. I find it funny that we usually end up in, the opposing team's comments, on certain videos. I be seeing some of the Kane fans going hard, man, specifically last week. And I want to clear this up real quick. With the Notre Dame game, man, like, y'all know how I am. I mean, I just keep it a buck. But them fans was talking cash money shit. And then when they lost, nobody wanted to tell me why they lost. They had nothing to say. I'm talking cash money. Like, look, man, don't come in the comments talking crazy. Excuse me. Then y'all lose, and then you ain't got shit to say. Fuck all of that, man. Be about that shit. If you gonna come in my comments and other videos giving out all these stats and talking about how Miami's undersized and we can't do this and we can't do that, well, be ready to talk about it after the game. And them boys is so mad, man. And I'm just like, look, man, I told y'all about the eye test with the U and what we were going to do and what we should have been doing. And they ain't want to listen. So stay out my fucking comments if you got, all of this sideways stuff to say and you're not going to back it up after the game. That's all I'm saying. Aside from that, man, I talked to I know a bunch of different Kane fans that are in different areas. So what I've decided to do, and feel free to join if you want to, but in the description, I will put the link for a Kane's group me I made. Nobody's in the group me right now, just me, because I didn't want to put the link out there to people until I put it in the video. But yeah, man, it's a group me for the Kane's family to come together and discuss Kane's football. So, if you want to join the group me, I'll put the link down there, join it. So, and I know like a lot of the Canes fans, like during the game, they're in the like the forums and stuff like that. I'm not in the forums like that, but the thing is, see, when I'm watching a game, I don't have my computer in front of me. I'm on my phone. And I think it'd be dope for the Kane fans to be able to interact, tell each other what we see, drop different articles in there about recruiting, or talk about different stuff, man. So, like I said, if you like to join. I'll put it in the description. And if you happen to join and there's too many messages in there, all you have to do is mute it and, check it, while the games are going on or things like that. But I'll probably be putting a lot of different little recruiting pieces that I see, in different little takes, man. I think it's dope. We got Kane's family everywhere, so I think it'd be a great idea to get the group me started. If you know any Kane fans, once you get in the group me that necessarily don't watch my videos and you think they would like to be in the group me and just discuss stuff, as family or whatever, and just, talk about everything, feel free to send them the invite, after you actually join. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, if we have a lot of people, cool. If we don't, I know I'll have at least 25 or 30 like true Kane fans in there, ready to chat and talk about whatever, man. But like I said, I appreciate, the comments. I try to get back to everybody because I just like the discussion, man. Y'all bring up a lot of great points. We don't always agree, but, I'm always respectful, to the other Kane fans. Not so much to the opponent's fans when they start talking crazy, but, I just keep it real, and if you don't you don't like me keeping it real, then this ain't the channel for you. I'm sorry. So let's get into this game, man. So, UVA. I'll tell you, I watched the film on them. I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep when I was watching the film on these boys. Now, I don't want to make that sound like disrespect. I was a little tired, so I had to watch the film in 2 sessions. We'll just start with their offense, man. Their quarterback, he can make all the throws. He can make all the throws. He's a tough kid. We know that from last year. He's going to stand in there and make some throws and take some shots. And I think, that it's important, man, that, we just stay disciplined. Their run game is not good at all. The longest run they've had from a running back this year, or from their main running back, is 25 yards. Granted, he does have over 700 yards on the year or whatever, but 25 yards is his long. He averages 4 yards a carry pretty much. So I don't expect to see any long runs given up from the defense at all, period. Like I said, the quarterback, he can sling it. He can make every throw. They have 3 receivers which run routes really well. You got Zacchaeus. He's a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? He makes a lot of plays for UVA. Every once in a while, they'll put him in the backfield. But he has over 700 yards. I think he has maybe 70 catches or something crazy like that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, 70 catches. Like I said, they got their main back, Ellis. The quarterback, what's his name? Ben Kirk. But make all throws, like I said. Now, they do have a couple of receivers. They got Zacchaeus. Like I said, they have Dowling that can really make plays. And then they have the dude, I think, like Laverne or something like that. And he's about 6'3". So these guys really can make plays. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. Their tight end is pretty much non-existent. But their run blocking is not good. Their run game is not good. Their pass blocking is suspect as fuck. They don't deal with speed well. So I expect the defense to wreak havoc all day. What I will say is I know Manny Diaz is going to get back to running all those stunts and, and twists and shit on the inside because their run game isn't good in order to wreak more havoc. So if they pop one run long because of the stunts, I would hope that Manny Diaz, he's been doing an excellent job these past, 2 weeks. I would hope, that he recognizes that we just need to stop running the stunts, man. I think that running those, those twists and stunts on the inside is so risky, and I just don't think it's necessary, man. I think it's best if we play straight up because we have the players to get pressure without running stunts. That's just what it is. And, he really didn't do it too much in the past 2 games, but he was doing it heavy all year long before this. So since this team doesn't have a good running game, I think he's going to get back to it. A lot of opportunities for the secondary, man. Ben Kirk is going to sling the ball around a lot. A lot. When I say a lot, he's going to sling it around a lot. So it's going to be a lot of opportunities for the secondary. He will throw it downfield often. But I think it's ample chances for us to see the turnover chain come out. I'm expecting for us to force at least 3 turnovers this game. Virginia is real sloppy with taking care of the football. Ben Kirk has only thrown 7 picks, but he himself has 10 fumbles. He's only lost like 3, but like I said, as a team on offense, they got 15 fumbles. They done lost like 6 of them. They've given up 21 sacks so far this year. I really expect us to be able to get after these guys. When I turn the tape on, their tackles struggle with like speed rushers. And not only that, they done switched up they starting offensive line. They got 3 new guys starting on the O-line this week because of protection issues from last week. So none of these guys don't even have chemistry with each other. So I'm just being honest. I expect the open field day on these guys. And that's just the truth, man. So I expect to see, great play from the defense. The defense has been off the charts. I can't complain. Manny Diaz has brought it. And I expect to see fucking excellence on Saturday, man. 12 o'clock. I think it's great that the game, I think earlier I saw today there was only 500 tickets left. It's a 12 o'clock game. They claiming that Kirk Herbstreit and them boys swear that the game ain't going to be, this intensity and stuff like that. Man, fuck that. It's senior day. Let's send these boys out the right way at home between Berrios, McDermott, you know what I'm saying, Chad Thomas, Trent Harris, you know what I'm saying. You got Badgley, you know what I'm saying? You got certain guys that, were here. And, Herndon, like I said, they've earned their stripes, man. Let's send these boys out on a high note. Offensively, I expect us to be able to do whatever we want to do. Their pass coverage, let me be careful with this. They only give it up 180 yards a game. But by watching the tape, they're not good. They're not good in coverage. So I'm going to explain what I mean. So on the film, when you watch it, none of their DBs, except for maybe 21, can make a play like at the high point on the ball. They not high pointing no balls. So out of the 12 picks that they have this year, all of them are, I'm running, I may have gotten over there, drop it in the bread basket. They not going up and taking nothing. But the thing is, they actually are usually in position to make a play. So they don't have as many, they don't have a lot of busts and stuff like that. They're usually in position. But 34 is suspect as fuck. Hall, and I expect us to go after him all game. He's suspect. Most definitely. Defensively, they linebacker, I don't want to get his name wrong, but he has 100 tackles already. And they got another guy that got like 96 and 88. The one thing about them, they don't have a lot of depth on defense. So they play the same guys. They have about 15 guys that get a good amount of snaps. That's it. So they're okay, we're going with our guys, and that's not going to work against us, in my opinion. Yes, there's always a possibility to lose a game. Obviously, you don't want to underestimate. And I'm not saying to underestimate these guys either. You know what I'm saying? But they've been giving up a lot of points the past 4 weeks, give or take. The point totals that they've been getting hit on are kind of through the roof, man. I'm going to just go ahead and read this right quick. Let's see. They gave up 38 to Louisville last week. How did this? They gave up 40 to Georgia Tech, 31 to Pitt, 41 to BC, and they only gave up 14 against UNC, which, ended up being a close game. But past 4 weeks, man, their defense, the top has been blown off. They're giving up about 27 points a game. They only giving up 350-something yards, but I think we're going to dominate these dudes, man. Let's just keep it real. I expect a big game from Malik. Their pass rush, they do a nice job at being where they need to be as far as in the rush, maintaining gap integrity, but they're not fast. So even when they send a blitz or they're getting pressure, their pressure is slow developing. So I don't expect to see Malik getting sacked. And if need be, he can definitely take off and run. Richards, I need you to have a big game, man. You got to get in a groove, before we get to the ACC championship game. Not to overlook Virginia or Pitt, but Richards, I need you to step up. I think Jeff Thomas is going to blow the top off. If 34 is on him, I'm giving Jeff Thomas 2 touchdowns, 2 long touchdowns if they got 34 on him. The one thing about their secondary, though, they have been penalized a lot. I'm talking, I saw probably it had to be at least 15, 20 flags for pass interference watching the tape. But Herndon, obviously, Berrios, I think they're going to make sure that they give the seniors like a nice amount of, plays between Herndon and Berrios for sure. Homer, I expect Homer to have a buck, a $150, give or take. They run defense trash, like I said. So I expect him to run it up. DJ Dallas, I really think we probably going to have like 600 yards of offense on these dudes. I'm expecting to shred them. We need to beat them by at least 5 touchdowns. I don't want anything less. The offense got to come out and they got to ball out this week, man. We got to make a statement. Make sure we get, continue to get all the young guys in the game. And I saw something that was interesting, man, on Twitter. It was this Florida State recruit for like 2022, which I don't even know why he got that in his bio, but he tweeted, he was like, everybody going to the U, but nobody's playing until their junior and senior year. I'm like, dude, you fucking lying. Do you realize all of the young guys this year alone that have had significant playing time? That just blew me. So I don't know if Florida State or certain schools are using that to try to not have some of these bigger recruits come to Miami. But, I mean, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You even got another guy, you know what I'm saying? DeAndre Wilder's going to play a lot this week, according to Diaz, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just crazy to me. We got about 15 freshmen that play key roles on the team. So, it gets significant playing time. So, I thought that was interesting. Apparently, Pat Surtain Jr. has UM in the mix, which is odd to me. I know they pulled the offer back from the kid from Northwestern or whatever, but I didn't think we had a shot to land him. And supposedly he's truly in the mix, and he's considering when he's going to do an official visit to Miami, even though months ago we never made his top 6. He was at the game against Notre Dame. He's supposed to be looking in his schedule an official visit. But like I said, that just kind of shocked me that he said that we really have a shot to possibly land him now. And it was in an article. I don't have VIP access, so I wasn't able to read it. But I'll probably go ahead and purchase the VIP access to 24/7. It was inside the U, actually. So, yeah. I think the score probably will be about 49-7, give or take 49-10. I'm expecting a score somewhere up in there. I expect us to come out. The game's almost sold out. You know what I'm saying? Play with intensity, man. And I really wasn't going to speak on this, but I'll touch on it real quick. So they disrespected us in the rankings with the college football playoff. Now, me personally, I didn't really get mad because I've been telling all the U fans, dog, if we win out, we in. It's just cut and dry. There's no other way to put it. We need to win out in order to get in. My only problem with what happened, even though it don't matter, is the rationale behind why they ranked Clemson where they ranked them. They said Clemson has a really good win on the road and UM doesn't. They're talking about Virginia Tech. Now, if we being completely honest, man, Clemson, and then they giving them the mulligan saying their quarterback was hurt. Okay, before Kelly Bryant got hurt, Clemson was losing that game to Syracuse. Syracuse was actually driving to go up by 14, and a guy got hit and they fumbled, and Clemson ran it back for like a 60-something yard touchdown or whatever. But Syracuse was in control of that game before Kelly Bryant ever got hurt. So then they backtracked and said it's not only did they lose while he was hurt, but he came into the game hobbled. So therefore, they gave him the benefit of the doubt on the loss. Okay, cool. My biggest thing is, dog, we don't have our best player, in my opinion. We lost our best player, and we're still undefeated. Not only did we lose our best player, but for the first half of the year, pretty much, and Richards wasn't playing. He's still not even, he might be 100% healthy now. But he hasn't been 100% up until this point. So our 2 most explosive players, our best 2 players possibly on offense, haven't even done anything, and one is out for the season. But we don't get any consideration for something like that. Mark Walton's one of the top 10 running backs in the country, arguably. He's out. We're still winning. We're finding ways to win, but we don't get any credit for something like that. My next beef with them is Clemson struggled to beat a Florida State team at home. How can they possibly be sitting at number 2 when everything that they're judging Clemson off of happened earlier in the year. As of late, they have not done anything that was extremely impressive, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? The rationale they're using is crazy, but the reason why I brought this up is the sheer reality. They hating on us in the best way that they can. So pretty much what they did, if we lose in the ACC championship, we can't get into the playoff. That's the way they set this shit up. But they put it to a point where if Clemson lose, they obviously not going to get in. But then again, who knows? But that's crazy to me, though. See, I thought we should have at least been number 2 because I thought we deserved it, even with Bama. Like, let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Bama has not looked good all year, in my opinion. They have not been dominant. You know what I'm saying? There aren't any dominant teams this year. So the way that they're ranking and rating the teams, to me, it don't make sense. We just beat the number 3, dominated the number 3 team in the nation. Dominated. And they held Notre Dame in a high regard because of how well they had played. They only had the 1-point loss to UGA. We beat these dudes. Could have put up at least 50 on them, but Mark Richt wanted to call off the dogs. They dropped them to number 8. Are you serious? Number 8. After they got dominated. That's just crazy to me, yo. That is so crazy. But for everybody in the playoff, pretty much at this point, 1 through 7, if you lose, you're eliminated. The only team that could possibly survive is Alabama if they make it to the SEC championship and lose a close game to UGA. But other than that, if you lose, you're done. But, you know, that's just my take on it, man. I think they just going to continue to hate on us. I mean, I don't know what it is, why they do it, but none of these teams have truly been impressive. And, you know, we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens, man. So, yeah, 49-10. I need to see it. I need to see it, baby. I need to see it. I'm so excited, man. We're playing dominating football that we did last week. I want us to continue it, to continue to get better. And the more we win, the better the recruiting's going to get. Somebody was in my comments and said Tyson Campbell was a silent commit to the U. I don't really know that to be true. I'm not saying it's not true either, man, but, you know, you never know. But the recruiting is looking good. And I think we're in great position right now, man. The program, we've turned the corner, and there's no looking back at this point. Like I said, man, if y'all want to join, you know what I'm saying, the group me, just go ahead. I'm going to put it in the link. I think that's about it, man. So, you know, I'll obviously be back with the review probably Sunday or something like that. But hopefully I'll see a lot of the Cane fans in the group me so we can have some great discussion on Saturday or leading up to the game. I appreciate everybody that tunes in, man. And I'm signing out.